I'm starting here because I changed the thumbnail on my video, the video that I released this morning. And to be clear, it's Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. I released the video in the morning, and wow, it's been crazy. I can just sense the emotion in the comment sections. And so I went ahead and just changed the thumbnail on the front of the video, and I was just kind of laughing about it. But I also wanted to do this. We're going to go back and I'm going to show you exactly what NIO done in the second full week of every month this year, because I've been compiling this data for so long and so few people seem to be aware of it. So let's talk about it. This is January, the second full week of numbers. NIO insurance registration data was about 2,000 for that week in January. Then into February. Now this, of course, is Chinese New Year time. In this year of 2024, that's when it fell. And so this is basically for 2-week period, and we had about 1,500. But of course, things were not operational during that time. And wouldn't you guess, people were also being emotional back then. Anyway, let's move on to March, because in March, this is the second full week, and the numbers were 2,200 for that particular week. And then we got into April, the second full week in April, NIO with 2,500. And you see, I've got these little notes in here too, the 2024 ET7 refresh. So they were still coming out with a full upgraded, updated lineup. Then we've got the May numbers. And this is where I called it. I'm like, hey, we could get that May delivery record based on what I was seeing in the month of May. But I had my fingers crossed because I wasn't sure. So I said, oh, let's wait and see what happens. Now here's where we are. June, the second full week, 3,400. Now there's only been one month in this entire year out of these 6 months where we've had better data, and it was May, which also was a monthly delivery record for the company. So I understand there is some clickbaiting and some hyping going on in different places, but I just wanted to point this out because if you track the data and go back, and I've been doing this very intentionally so that we can do that, we can see what's kind of happening, materializing. The trend is moving in the direction we want it to. At least that's my take. It's pretty clear. It's pretty obvious. This is not a bad number in my mind. And we have 2 full weeks left, which again, I've covered this data long enough that I can say with confidence, the numbers should go up from here. We might see a 5,000 or better number for both of the last 2 weeks. So I guess what's the problem other than the emotion and the clickbait and the hyping? But I'm not done. This is a bonus. If you stuck around to this point, I want to show you this because I had a little extra fun. I'm kind of poking the shorts and giving them a hard time because they've been doing it to us for a long time. So I stopped over on Atta's channel, The Odd Investor, and on Mr. P's video. Both of them did videos on the insurance registration data. And so I just stopped through and kind of randomly put a comment. I was like, I'm just doing a check, looking for shorts masquerading as actual commenters or something like that. And then I just kind of said, hey, I hope you guys are doing well. And so Atta responded here and he says, thanks, Aaron. All things considered, I'm doing okay. I noticed some shorts are making comments on these videos. Bingo, ding, ding, ding. We got him, Atta. We see you, shorts. You're in so much trouble. I'm just kidding. It's all fun and games. But this is a good one here. I want to point this one out because the comment is, hey, dude, every day I dump NIO stock into YouTube. And a lot of times your videos don't come up, even though I do get the usual suspects. Today, for example, I have done it. And he said he did it 3 times, I think. And he couldn't find my video. So he didn't think I'd done a video. So my question is, YouTube, I'm just going to say this very directly. Am I shadow banned right now? Because I didn't even think I did anything wrong. But if I did, please let me know. Or at least let people see the videos that I put out. And if you're not subscribed and if you haven't clicked the notification bell, hopefully that helps. But I also know from the past, I've had other people tell me before that they have all those things pressed and they still can't always get my content. So yeah, I do think shadow banning is a real thing. I don't always know when I accidentally run afoul from the Google/YouTube folks who, run the algos or the algos themselves or whatever, or maybe it's shorts. Let's just blame the shorts because why not? So we'll say the shorts are doing something here. Also, I want to hit on this comment because Sam asked a question about NIO and a reverse stock split. And I guess somebody on Seeking Alpha was talking about NIO, bashing NIO, and talking about how they might have to do a reverse split. And this is the first I'd heard of it. So I had asked, I was kind of like, I didn't even know where this is coming from. But what I would do, Sam, is this. I would just do a quick search of whoever wrote that article and look and see if you can't see a behavioral pattern of whether or not they have done a lot of negative NIO articles before. I just like to have some sense of awareness with things like that, because if there's an obvious consistent pattern with, behavior like that, I just like to know it. So that's one thing I would do. The other is I would look and see if the party actually has a position. They're supposed to say if they have a position or not. I'm always just curious about that. It really doesn't matter to me whether they could be shorting it. I don't care. It's not changing what I'm doing, but that's me. I'm a different sort of cat. I'm the kind of guy who will change a thumbnail maybe after and not knowing that I've been shadow banned by the YouTube algorithm and do another video just because I see all this emotion. And I was kind of like, NIO emotions are so wild that I made a new thumbnail for today's video and then added that to video. So anyway, like the video. Apparently, if I'm shadow banned, I need all the likes I can get so that more people can see the content. Thanks. Have a great day. I'll see you all again very soon.